Hello and welcome back to this video where we're now going to set up the variables we need for the blueprint, and then in the next video we will actually set up the entering and exiting of the car here. So I'm just going to well, what we need to do is we need to open up the player character, and we need to add some variables in here. So let's go down and let's choose to add a new variable, and we're going to call this be near car. So this variable is just going to say whether or not the player is or is not near the car. We're going to add a new one. We're going to name this car, and we're going to use this so we know which car we're actually near. So if you had multiple cars here inside your scene, then you would want to have different cars. Now what we need to do here for the variable is change the type to wheeled. So you see we have this vehicle wheeled. There we go, we're wheeled vehicle. And so we can compile this, and we need to go to the car. So we need to bring in the let's bring in this sedan here, and let's open up this blueprint, and what we need to do is to add a variable inside here. We're going to call this player character. And this is just going to make reference to our character. So what we need to do is we need to make this a player character variable, and click compile. So we have the variable set up. What else we need to do is let's just pull this into a tab over here. There we go. So what else we need to do is we need to go to components, and we need to set up the way in which the character enters and leaves this car. And the way we're going to do that is with overlapping events. So when the character enters inside the triggerable area and then presses a key, then we're then going to possess the car and then depossess the player. And then when we press the E key again, we're going to then leave the vehicle here. So what we need to do is we need to go to add components, and we're going to type in box, and we're going to call this EnterExit interaction. And you can see what this does is it creates a box, and we just want to place this into the area in which we want the player to be able to stand in order to enter and exit this area. So let's see, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to click enable show flow so I can just see. Make sure I want to make sure that we don't have this penetrating through the floor, just sitting just above it, something like this. So what we can do is we can compile this, and if we jump back into our scene here, then what you'll see is, if I deselect the camera, is that when we select the car here, we have this triggerable area. So when the player stands inside this box, then we want them to enter and leave the vehicle. So if I right click and choose play from here, okay, so this is what we have. Now just to give you a quick explanation of what's going to happen is, as you can see at the moment, I am this player. Now this player is considered a pawn Now, the car is also considered a pawn. And what we want to do is when we move close to this vehicle and we press a key, so say for instance the E key, we want the possession to transfer from this player pawn to this car pawn, and then we can drive around and so on and so forth. And then when we press the E key again, we want to depossess the car and go back to the player. So that's about the crux of what we're going to be setting up here. So in the next video, we're actually going to set that system up. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.